Shooting Stars Above, and Twinkle of Doubt by Patricia Leavy. For transparency, I applied for this arc not knowing what the heck this was about. I thought these were going to be so excellent. I had a really hard time with these guys. I have to be honest, by the first chapter in this book, I wasn't convinced this wasn't AI. This was an insta-love story that was pretty unrealistic, that it honestly had my head spinning. So let's talk about it. Tess got ditched by her friend Omar, who got pulled over for being black, and went to a bar and ends up meeting a guy named Jack, who's an FBI agent and was also ditched by his friends. Stars aligned, they're at the same bar. After having like one drink together, she has sparkling water. They end up going to his apartment and hooking up within like 15 minutes. And they never end up leaving each other's sides from that point on throughout the rest of the book. Honestly, girl, I'm concerned for you at this point. This is written as an insta-love, but it's concerning at best. Both characters have previous trauma that they're trying to work through as they get to know each other in this very, very serious, fast-paced relationship. Arguably, aren't you supposed to do that like the other way around? Like get to know the person and know their traumas? Because what if they're a serial killer? Later on in the book, Tess goes through a psychotic break, like a catatonic state. And Jack and her best friend Omar try to work her through it, underlining message being getting through grief and past trauma. But overall, the book is just so unrelatable and unrealistic. It's very hard to grasp onto this story. The dialogue is like overly cheesy, overly dramatic. 1 star. Moving on to book 2. We dive into book 2 and it's the same type of story, but more prevalent a little bit on Jack's side, but not really. I will say with this author, she has a constant theme of talking about her FMC Tess in these memory stories with her friends, and it is this very weird feeling of dissociation with it. Every time you hear a story, it's like an inside joke and that you wouldn't understand. And so they're constantly telling these stories about how great Tess is, how wonderful Tess is, how amazing Tess is, all the time. And it gets so tiresome. This constant dialogue of how great Tess is and everything she's done, and her this detached feeling of being inadequate or not deserving. And I understand that, but the way it's written is like eye twitch. With all that being said, I understand where she was going with this, but it was very dry, unrealistic, very hard to get through, just lacks personal depth. I don't know anybody who talks that much about their best friend and how wonderful they are constantly at every waking moment. Everywhere Tess goes, she's talked about how she's practically Mother Teresa. It is very irritating. So both of these are 1 star. I've never given a bad review like this, so it sucks. I did not enjoy. Your message is being completely lost by how much we are focusing on how great Tess is. It's completely lost. I get what you were trying to say. The message is gone. Thanks for watching, guys.